Hey everyone, so here I am to give my update. Today is Saturday, May 28th, and sorry I haven't given you any updates in the last 2 weeks. I went on a road trip for about 10 days, so I missed the last two Thursdays, and so here I am now. So I did go on a long road trip, and it was quite challenging. First of all, I couldn't have like all the car snacks, chips and everything else. But I did have beef jerky on hand. I snacked on nuts and also pork rinds. So those are pretty much my on-hand snacks that I had in the car. I also made it a point to just have salads whenever I went out to eat. It's pretty much what I've been doing. But I think, when you're on the road and you're stopping at different places, especially in different cities, you always want to try, whatever their specialty is or whatever they have going on in town. But, I just stayed committed and dedicated to my weight loss and my lifestyle change, and I didn't want to use it as an excuse to just start eating bad. So I stuck with my salads, I stuck with my meat and my vegetables, and of course, still doing the small portions. I can't get, any more in than that. So I do still start feeling full after I've ate. There was one night where I went out to dinner with some friends and I felt really pressured to eat the bread, and the portions were humongous and it was a quite pricey dinner, and I really kind of started to feel bad because there was just no way that I was going to be able to finish the dinner and I wasn't going to be able to take it home. So I did it was fish and grouper actually, which was the first time I was trying it, and it was delicious. And I did want to just keep eating it. It came with a huge portion of mashed potatoes. I mean, it probably, I don't know how much, but the serving was like the size of a softball. And then it had this huge salad on the side. So there was just no way I was even going to come close to finishing that. But I did kind of focus on just eating the fish, since that was the most expensive part of it and the most delicious part, and I did well. I did kind of really feel myself getting fuller than usual because I think I was pushing myself to the limit just because I was, feeling bad that I wasn't going to be able to eat all this expensive fish. But I still did good with it, and just, other places I really just, before I went in, just on my mindset, I'm going to get, a salad and that's what it's going to be, or I'm, going to get the meat and the vegetables. And every time I go out to eat now, I just read everything on the menu and I figure out what's going to work best for me. If there's something on there, I ask them if they can substitute it for a salad or whatever. I just don't even have them bring it out on the plate because it gets tempting, and so I feel like I did pretty well. And the scale actually showed that I did pretty well. I did weigh, since I didn't have like my normal scale when I was out on the road, I did weigh myself. I guess it was on the 17th. Actually, no. Sorry. The last time I had a weight in from my home scale was on May 12th. Since then, today is May 28th, I have lost a total of 4 pounds. So I think that's really well considering, I was on the road and eating out at restaurants all the time. So I'm pretty happy about that. One thing that I did do probably since, the beginning of May, during the weeks where I really wasn't losing any weight or just barely a little bit, I think during those weeks I had started eating some cheese, and I'm not exactly sure why, but sometimes it can stall your weight loss. So even though there's no carbs in it, and my dietitian even told me that I could eat cheese as a snack, I did not eat any cheese while I was out on the road. So I kind of feel like that had a part in me losing some weight. So I'm just going to continue. I'm going to really watch the cheese and just try to stay away from it. So I have officially hit the 20-pound mark since March 31st when I had the procedure. As of 2 days ago, it was 8 weeks. So today is 8 weeks and 2 days. I think I did tell y'all that I have a goal of 1 pound per week. So that's great. I'm like right on schedule. For the past, I believe, 4 weeks, I have at least lost 1 pound or more. And I am pretty pleased with the fact that I did lose 4 pounds since May 12th, which was over the course of 16 days. So over 2 weeks, I was able to lose 4 pounds being on vacation, being on the road, and eating at restaurants. So I'm just really happy about that. I am really starting to see a difference with clothes, and even when I took some pictures, I was on the beach in my bathing suit and I was not totally disgusted with myself. So it's like actually happening. And, I'm 2 months into it. I am 1/3 of the way there. And, I'll say it again, like, I really have to put the work in. The balloon is limiting only the amount that I eat. It doesn't limit on what I'm putting in my mouth. It doesn't stop me from, consuming a lot of calories. So I've really just been trying to focus on that and make sure that things that I am eating are, good whole foods. I've really been trying to stay away from processed foods. I know I had mentioned the ketogenic diet where it was high fat, low carbs, moderate protein. I have somewhat kind of stuck to that, but I think my main focus is just eating whole foods, meats and vegetables and nuts or avocados, stuff like that. I don't drink any soda. I don't do any of the health bars, or I obviously don't do any chips or anything like that these days. I don't eat any bread, anything like that. So I hope to be able to continue that type of food lifestyle once I get rid of the balloon. I know that now I feel satiated and full and satisfied just by eating that way, and I really do hope that it will continue once I don't have the balloon. But if I focus on continuing with a low carb diet, I don't see how I could go wrong in the future. And I still am staying away from any type of sugar. So basically, I am trying to stay away from sugar, wheat, potatoes, and corn. All those things turn into glucose instantly in your bloodstream. Well, not instantly, but pretty quickly, which causes your insulin to spike. And I know a lot of us have eaten that big meal and then you're in that food coma afterwards because you had that big rush of energy and then it's just gone. So I haven't felt any of that since I've been doing mostly protein and vegetables. And I really do feel better. Like, I don't feel tired. I do feel like I have more energy. So I think I have kind of really found how I'm going to continue eating. And I don't find it hard to stay away from sugar. And I don't know if it's just because I'm eating better sustaining foods, or if it really is the balloon, or if it's a combination. I'm not sure, but I'm just taking advantage of it right now. Another thing, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I had that body scan done, and it showed that my basal metabolic rate was, I believe, 1199 calories. So I was trying to like increase my calories and eat more and this and that. And, you know, I've been doing just fine the whole time I was on vacation. I was basically at a like 600 to 700 calorie diet, or 600 to 700 calories per day. And, you know, I've been doing fine on that. I obviously lost some weight. I have been making sure to get all my water in every day. So I think that's a key part, is staying hydrated as well. So I haven't been in to see the dietitian because I missed the visit because I was on vacation. I hope to get back with her sometime in the next couple of weeks. And honestly, I kind of thought I was going to have like a little bit more support with the dietitian, but she just has like some general guidelines for me. And, you know, maybe I'm just reading so much into, you know, it was different things, you know, no sugar, ketogenic diet, low carb, you know, I'm just kind of looking into all these things, and I think she's trying to be supportive, but mostly I think it's just kind of general guidelines. So I'm gonna get some questions together for her for our next meeting, and try to get this weight loss revved up a little bit more. As you can imagine, I didn't do any exercise on vacation. I mean, I was in the car a lot, but then, you know, packing, unpacking, going here and going there. You know, I felt like I was being kind of active, especially when I was at the beach, but no real exercise. So now that I'm back, and I know I kind of said that I really need to get serious before, but it's for real now, because I'm 2 months into this. I have 4 months left, and I still have a minimum of 20 pounds to go. And I feel like I can do it, but I also feel like at this point it can start to get more difficult. So just going to keep going at it. So that is my update. Thanks, guys, for all the messages. I know a lot of you have gotten your balloon or your reshape or the spats balloon within these last probably 10 days that I've been gone. I've been getting a lot of messages from you all. I am still just really grateful for my experience, because hearing what some of you are going through right now, how your first couple of days were, I didn't really experience any issues, no vomiting, no nausea, hardly any discomfort. I mean, I knew it was there, but it didn't stop me from doing anything. So I don't know what to say with everybody who's having a little bit more difficult time. I'm sorry. I wish, you know, it wasn't that bad, because my experience has been so good. So just hang in there. I think it's still going to be worth it in the long run. Before I got the procedure, I was pretty much expecting, you know, 5 days of being nauseous and vomiting and being uncomfortable. So it is, I think, normal symptoms that you guys are going through, and I would just, you know, hang in there. It's a process, you know, it's a 6-month or, I believe most of them are 6-month process. So you're just going to have to get through the hard part and then get working on it. So thank you for all the comments. I'm going to get on the computer tonight and try to respond to everybody who sent me a message or a comment. And then if you have recently received some type of intragastric balloon, send me a message or a comment and let me know how you're doing and how your experience has been. So I will try to get back on it next Thursday. That was my day that I was doing updates. I do start a new job on Tuesday, so I don't know how that's going to go. But I am going to try to get back on my weekly updates to at least let you know where I'm at with weight loss. So questions, comments, go ahead and leave them, and I do try to get back to everybody as soon as possible. So thanks for all your support, and thanks for following and watching. This has been like a good support system for me because, like I said in one of my previous videos, I really didn't tell really anybody that I had this procedure done. I just didn't want people to be so critical and, watching me really closely, did you lose weight or, this and that. So a lot of my support has come from YouTube, and I really appreciate it. So that's it for today. Yay, I am a total of 22 pounds down in a 8-week period. So I am right on course, and I am still looking to lose, I guess at this point it would be 18 more pounds, but so we'll see. All right, well, I will talk to you next time. Thanks, bye-bye.